Hey guys, in this video I will show you how you can boost FPS and maximize your performance on Sea of Thieves, and how you can fix lagging, stuttering and freezing. And the best part of it, you don't need to download any FPS packs. I will show you what you need to tweak in your in-game settings and your Windows settings as well. So without further ado, let's get started with an in-game settings. So go to settings, go to video settings, and then here make sure DirectX is 12, multi-core rendering is on, full screen resolution is your native one, and this display mode is full screen, VSync is off. This is personal preference. Then frame rate lock. If, for example, you play the game and you're experiencing always 200, for example, FPS, every game that you play, then I would love to cap FPS to that particular number. If you cannot do that, for example, if my monitor is 240 and it's only 144 maximum, so I will go with a unlimited FPS then. Then performance counters on if you want to see your performance, buffering is double, and resolution scaling is 100. And then go to graphics details, field of view is maximum, of course, shadow detail cursed is lowest, basically. Model detail, if you have a better GPU with the model texture detail, I will go with rare. If you have more budget one, I will go with common, right? And then water detail also, it's quite nice to have water detail here, so I will go with common as well. Then lightning detail is cursed, particle effects quality cursed, particle resolution cursed, animation quality cursed, unique mesh buffer cursed, visibility. Under the visibility, make sure it's disable blur, disable screen shake, and disable rats on your ship is on. So that's basically it on in-game settings, and let's go on Windows ones. So the first thing, what I always suggest to people do before they play the game, is to go to settings, go to a Windows update, and they need to make sure that their operating system is up to date. And if it's not, like here, just update it and restart your computer. Same thing with your GPU drivers as well. If using, depending on what GPU you're using, I'm using Nvidia, so there is Nvidia app where I can easily go to drivers and then install latest drivers here. Then the next step, what you need to do here before you play the game, open up Task Manager. And on Task Manager, sort it out by CPU and GPU heavy apps, and just basically disable all the apps or games that you don't use while you play the game. Also, always go to startup apps when you install some new apps and disable the automatic load up when computer loads up, because it requires a lot of resources. It can decrease your game performance, and also you forget about it, that it's enabled. So just disable basically them all, and then try to play the game. So this is the first step. Second step, if you have a Nvidia GPU, you can right click on show more options, then go to Nvidia control panel, and we need to tweak things here. So the first one is you need to go to a change resolution, and then make sure right monitor is selected, make sure your resolution is native one, and then your refresh rate is maximum amount of hertz available and selected. Then go to configure surround and PhySX, make sure processor is your dedicated GPU here. Then go to manage 3D settings, and on manage 3D settings, make sure a monitor technology, if it's available for you, is G-Sync or fixed refresh. Then open GDI compatibility, make sure it's preferred performance. Open GL rendering GPU, make sure it's Nvidia your dedicated GPU. Then go to power management mode, make sure it's prefer maximum performance. Preferred refresh rate, make sure it's highest available. Then texture filtering and the subtropic sample options, make sure it's on. Texture quality, super important, make sure it's a high performance. Texture filtering, trilinear optimization and threaded optimization is on. And then VSync is off, and virtual reality pre-rendered frames is on too. Next step, what we need to do here, you need to open up a Discord. If you play this game with your friends on Discord, you need to open up gear settings here. Then you need to go to a advanced network advanced, and make sure hardware acceleration is off, right? And then you can close this. Then go to settings. On settings, go to gaming, make sure game bar is disabled, and then go back on gaming. Game mode is enabled here. And after that, just close it and open your client where you got the game. I got the game on Xbox app, but on Steam, for example, if you got the game on Steam or Epic Games, it will be super similar. What you need to do here is to go to my library, find the game, press on that particular game, and then go to the three dots, and then manage, then go to files and browse. And then you'll get a folder of files. On Steam, you just need to go to particular game, right click, go to properties, install files and browse, and you open up the same file, right? And then what you need to do here is to go on and find on Sea of Thieves, then content, then go to and find of Sea of Thieves exe. Right click on it, go to show more options and properties. Compatibility, make sure disable full screen optimizations, then select change high DPI settings, override high DPI scaling behavior, select application, apply, okay, and then copy the path of your files. Then go to graphics settings. On graphics settings, make sure to expand advanced graphics settings here. Then make sure hardware accelerated GPU scheduling is enabled. Then if you're using Xbox app, all you need to do here is to press add Microsoft Store app, and then find as you can see here, it should be Sea of Thieves. And then once Sea of Thieves is added, we need to look on the list here. And on the list, once you find Sea of Thieves, you just need to select a high performance and optimizations for event games. If Sea of Thieves is on Steam or other platform, you just need to select add a desktop app, paste the path that we just copied here, and then add a exe file here and do the same with the high performance. And then you can close this. Then go to edit power plan, power options, make sure it's ultimate performance is selected. If ultimate performance not available for you, select a high performance and close this window. Then select just on search right view, advanced system settings. And on advanced system settings, we need to change the things. Make sure to be on advanced and then go to performance. Under performance, it should be settings. Then select custom and only leave these three options: save taskbar thumbnails, thumbnail previews, show thumbnails instead of icons, and smooth edges of screen fonts. And then go to advanced here. Then go to virtual memory, select change, then select the disk where your game is installed, disable this option, select custom size, and then we need to calculate two things. So the first thing what we need to do here, we need to know how much memory, how much RAM we have on a computer. So on search, go to system information, and on system information should be here installed physical memory. So for me, as you can see here, it's 16 gigabytes of RAM. So you need to pull out calculator, and don't worry, it's super easy. You just need to put value of your RAM. In my case, it's 16 gigabytes, so I'll put 16 times 1024 times 1.5. And the number that you get here, 24,576, you need to put the initial size. Then delete this, then put your RAM value again, times 1024 times 3. This case, not 1.5, but 3. And then the number that you get here, you need to put the maximum size here, and then apply and change settings. Next thing what you need to do here is to open up system configuration. And on system configuration, you need to go to services, select hide all Microsoft services, and end all the tasks that you don't use while you play Sea of Thieves, right? And after that, apply the changes, and this step is completed. So next step what you need to do here is to write run, or simply press Windows and A key, and then here you need to write %, select all the files here and delete all the files. Don't worry about it, it's just the cache files. It needs to be deleted, right? Because your storage, if your storage is going to the maximum amount, it can increase, basically your performance can hurt. Then what you need to do here, you need to go to storage settings, same thing, temporary files, and select all the files here and delete your files except downloads, right? And after that, run the game, run Sea of Thieves, then open up Task Manager. In my case, it's more convenient to show with a different app, but for you, it should be Sea of Thieves here. So just search it, and then right-click on Sea of Thieves, then go to Details, then look for Sea of Thieves exe file, right-click on it, and then set priority to high, right? And after that, you should be done. So your game should work better, smoother, and all the basically bugs should be fixed. So let me know in the comment section below if I helped you or not, and if FPS now is increased. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Subscribe, and yeah, see you soon.